Hello and welcome. Now, during this period of remote learning, a lot of teachers have been asking how do they make their YouTube videos safer if they're sharing any content from any platform. How do they make sure that the material that the children will be viewing is going to be safe? Now, the problem with YouTube is that it runs on a lot of ads and a lot of recommended videos and comments. And sometimes you want to filter them out and you want to make sure you're only delivering the content that you've approved or checked it yourself, and then nothing else can sneak in there. Usually that's fine in a classroom setting. However, when at home, it could easily autoplay another video or link them to somewhere, or even just a thumbnail of something that is a bit inappropriate, even for just clickbait. So it can cause different challenges. So what we're going to do today is have a look at how we can try and make these videos a bit safer. Now, unfortunately, we can't take the videos off YouTube away from their algorithms and have it in a separate ecosystem because that would be copyright. But what we can do is put the video link to the YouTube video somewhere where the comments are restricted and they won't be able to see those side panels, and they're not actually accessing YouTube itself. So one quick tip, and I guess you could say hack, of getting around that is by actually using Google Slides. So let's get a video first. I'll just take this video of, let's say, the lockdown. So I've got my video that I want to show my children, and as you can see here, here's the side videos here and comments as well. And this is a pretty safe video, but again, that's not always the case. So what I'm going to do is open up a new Google Slides document. It can be a blank one or it can be something that you're working on. And what I'm going to do next is go to Insert, and I'm going to click Video. And because Google owns Google Slides and YouTube, Google products tend to work quite well, be quite compatible with YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and post my link in there, and it will search the video, and there's my video there. So I'm going to add that in. I'll just double click that, and what I've got now is in it, the video is embedded in an iframe. So as you can see, it's just a copy of the video. There are no playback options at the moment, and there's no sidebar and certainly no comments. So if I was to press play or present that and then press play, it would only show the video that I've put a link to. As you can see here as well, I've got this automatic video playback options. If that doesn't come up, all you need to do is go to format, and it should come up in there. Or if you click on it, yeah, it comes up here and part of the format options. But what's really interesting about the format options and the video playback is you can choose the start time. So it's giving me a little preview, and then underneath the preview on the right hand side, I've got a start time and an end time. Now, we were using Google Sites, we were using other things, we were putting onto third-party apps to try and or even edit the code slightly so we could get an end time. But through Google Slides, you can just type in the exact time rather than trying to convert it to seconds. And if I just want to show quick 20-second clips, I can choose there, and you can see it's loaded up that first 10 seconds there. So hopefully when I press play, it'll only play that option, and I can autoplay as well if I want to, so I can click autoplay. So as soon as that goes into present mode, it should start playing those 10 seconds. Yeah. Oh, sorry if that's really loud on your screen. As you can see there are a few recommended videos. I think that's something we can't get away from. Once the clip ends, it might suggest what to watch next. But as far as showing just that short clip, it was absolutely fine. There was it delivers the point. Maybe on the next slide I have some questions, or maybe I'm just sharing that link to this slide and just that only. And then they can view the clip, and then they can go back to Seesaw or wherever you're hosting the learning activity to go back and answer the questions on the clip, or to prompt them as part of their writing, for example. So that's a real quick, easy way to embed the YouTube video in a way where it's safe and not going to lead any comments or suggested videos. One more bit of advice where you are sending this out, either through Seesaw or through an email, is to make sure your sharing settings are correct. Make sure you name your title first, your Google slide first, and here when I'm sharing with others, I'm just going to click on advanced, and I want to share, so I'm going to put on with anyone with a link can access this, and I only want them to view. So have a play around with the sharing settings. I can share it with my organization, but I'm going to share it because it's going to be to people outside my organization, my students or their parents. So on Seesaw, for example. So I'm going to put on, anyone with the link can view. I could leave it for editing and copying, but that will require a login. So for order to edit this, and if you're looking at littles or younger children, they won't actually have a login. So we'll keep it just view. So when I share that link, it should be fine for everybody to just open it up, click on the video, watch the video, and then they can come back. It is a bit of a workaround. It's not the smoothest transition. It might be easier to just post a link or I embed it in an iframe and put that somewhere where the iframe is going to work. So we use Google Slides and we've embedded it there, but that's not always the easiest options for educators who just want to show that quick clip video and then move on to the next activity. So this is by means the easiest and the fastest way we've found. If you've found another way, kind of let us know in the comments below, and we'll do that. One more tip before you go is restricted mode as well. So on YouTube we can actually enable restricted mode, and I've added a link on the description here which was a parent guide for how they can enable it on their devices. With the restricted mode, it is only applicable from the student's device or the device they're using. So in schools we've already enabled it on all our devices. However, if they're using a device at home, their parents or someone in their family is going to have to enable those settings themselves. So to do that, all you can do is go onto youtubeagain.com, and there's 3 little dots in the corner, and that's my settings, and then I scroll down to restricted mode at the bottom, and when I click that it says activate restricted mode, and I'm just going to slide that over and it should refresh the screen. Now all the videos I should see now are all restricted. Okay, and what that means is I won't be able to see anyone's comments. So if I click on, say, this cat video, and there you go, restriction mode has hidden the comments from this video. And as you can see in my comments in the sidebar as well, there shouldn't be any videos that are inappropriate. So that's a quick tip as well as embedding it. So make sure you click and download the link to the parent guide, and you share that with your parents of how they can activate it on iPad, or if they're using a MacBook or a laptop, how they can activate the restricted mode. Okay, cheers.